Hello students, so welcome back to the NMS video. So in my previous two videos, I have solved the problems on iteration method. So even in this video also, I'm going to solve some problems on the iteration method, that is the fixed point iteration method. So let us see the example number 4. Okay, the example number 4. Find, find the root, find the root of x cube plus x minus 1, x cube plus x minus 1 equals to 0 by the iteration method, by the iteration method, given that given that the lies root lies near 1, given that the root lies near 1, and carry out 5 iterations, carry out 5 iterations. Okay, so what is the question here? We have to find the root of this equation using what? Using iteration method. Iteration in the sense it is nothing but fixed point iteration method. Okay, using the fixed point iteration method. So we have to find the root of this equation, and also they have given in the question that the root lies near 1. The root lies near 1. So what does it mean? Here we need not to find out the interval values, because they have already given in the question itself that the root lies near 1, means the x naught value, that is the initial approximation value for the equation that they have given in the question itself. Okay, so we can take the same value, and how many iterations we need to do? We have to carry out here 5 iterations. Okay, we have to carry out here 5 iterations. So first thing is we have to check whether it's in the f of x is equals to 0 form or no. Yes, see here, yes, check here. The given equation is in the form of f of x is equals to 0, right? Okay, so since the given equation is in the f of x is equals to 0 format, so we need not to do any conversions for the given equations. Already it is there in the format that is required for us. Now, what all things are given for us? Given, what is given? X naught value is already given. X naught is equals to 1. Be the initial, let x naught is equals to 1 be the initial approximation. Okay, be the initial approximation root value. Now the next thing is our f of x, that is x cube plus x minus 1 equals to 0. What we need to do, since we need not to find the interval, why? Because already they have given in the question that root lies near 1, means x naught is 1 only. Okay, so root lies near 1. Now the next thing is what? Whatever is the equation, first thing is that we have to convert this equation into x is equals to format, that is x equal to format. That is what we need to find now. Psi of x, that is psi of x we have to find. So how do we find this? We have to convert this equation into x equal to c. You can see here there are so many ways. to get the x equals to. I can keep the x here itself and one bring I can this side, and x to the power 3 also I can bring on this side. That is one way. Another way is bring these two. So we will get x to the power 3. And if I keep one x and bring remaining elements, what I will get there? X 1 plus x divided by x square. That is also another way. But whichever is convenient for us, so in that way we can take the value of x. So for me, so what I'll do first, I'll convert this for this equation. I'll take this x outside. So what I'm left with, x square plus 1 minus 1 equal to 0, right? So what I have, x square plus 1 is equals to, since this is a minus 1 on ILHS, if I bring it on RHS, it becomes the plus 1. Now, to keep x here itself, 1 is here, bring this on the RHS, so what we will get? 1 divided by x square plus 1. Or we can also say 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, so now I'll take this as my psi of x, since I'm able to convert the given equation in the form of x equals to. So therefore, that is psi of x for my equation is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, now next is what? Next is we have to find the differentiation of this, right? That is, we need to differentiate this psi of x. So differentiating psi of x, we get, that is psi dash of x as what? C. We have to find out this, right? So but for that, how do we do this? See, psi of x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. How can I write this? I can write it as 1 plus x square, since if I bring this term on the numerator, since it's nothing but 1 plus x square whole to the power 1, so if I bring this term on the numerator, what happens? I'll get here power minus 1. Yes. So now you can see, is it not in the form of x is equals to n? And the differentiation of x is x to the power n is nothing but n into x to the power n minus 1. So I can use the same thing here for this. So it is like n into, sorry, x to the power n. Okay, so now if I differentiate this, what I'll get? That is n. N is nothing but minus 1. X is 1 plus x square minus 1 minus 1. Then, see, this is not x, this is x square. So differentiation of x square is 2x. So what I'll get here? Minus 1, 1 plus x square to the power minus 2. Right? So if I solve it, so what we will get? Minus 1 into 2x is nothing but minus 2x divided by, see, this is 1 plus x square to the power minus 2. So when I bring this minus 2 on the denominator, so what I can get? 1 plus x square to the power 2. So I'll just take that 1 plus x square square. Right? So this is the differentiation of given psi of x. So what we get here? Psi dash of x is nothing but minus 2x divided by 1 plus x square whole square. Now we have to check whether the x naught, how much they have told, that is x is near the 1, that is x naught is 1. So now put x naught equals to 1 in this and check whether we will get a positive value or a negative value. Okay, so that is minus 2 into 1 divided by 1 plus 1 square whole square, that is minus 2 divided by 1 plus 1 whole square is 2 square. Okay, that is minus 2 divided by 2 square is 4. So how much we will get? 2 ones are 2 twos are, that is minus 0.5. And since this minus 0.5 is less than 1, and what is the necessary condition? That is any value you substitute for this x, whichever you have considered as x naught, after substitution you should get a value which is less than 1. Since this 0.5 is less than 1, so that's why whatever we have considered here, x naught value is nothing but 1. So that is right value. Now the next thing what we need to do, we have to carry out the iterations now. Still we have not started with the finding of the values of x, right? Still we have not started it. So next thing is what we had to do, we had to find the x1 value. Okay, so to find the x1 value, first thing is what we need is we need a psi of x. Okay, that is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. We know already x naught is nothing but 1. So we have to find out now x1. How do we find the x1 value? That is psi of x naught. Okay, so 1 divided by 1 plus x naught is 1, right? So 1 divided by 1 plus 1 square. So it is nothing but x naught square, that is 1 divided by 1 plus 1 square. So that is nothing but 1 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Similarly, x2. x2 how do we get? We get the value for x2 as psi of x1. It's not psi dash, it's a psi only. That is the given equation. So how do we get for this? 1 divided by 1 plus x1 square. Put the value of x1, that is in the previous iteration, whatever the value of x we have got, that value. That is 1 divided by 1 plus 0.5 whole square. That is 1 divided by 1 plus 0.5 square. That is nothing but 0.8. Okay, this is x2. We have to carry out 5 iterations since we are done with only 2. Next, the value of x3, that is psi of x2, 1 divided by 1 plus x2 square, that is 1 divided by 1 plus 0.8 square. So how much we got? 0.6098. Okay, now next we are done with the 3 iterations. The fourth iteration, psi of x3, 1 divided by 1 plus x3 square. So 1 divided by 1 plus x3 is how much? 0.6098, right? So 1 plus 0.6098 square. So take the calculator and do it. So 1 divided by 1 plus 0.6098 square. How much we get here? 0.729. That is 0.729. Now the last iteration, for the fifth iteration, psi of x4, that is 1 divided by 1 plus x4 square, that is 1 divided by 1 plus x4 is 0.729 square. 1 divided by 1 plus 0.729 square, that is 0.653. 0.653 we got, right? So after 5 iteration, what we got here, that is this value. So according to this, what is the approximate root value for this? That is nothing but 0.653. Okay. So therefore, after 5 iterations, the approximate root value, is 0.653. All right. So what are things we have done in this problem? That is, first of all, whichever is the given equation, we need to check whether it's in f of x is equals to 0 format or no. If it is in f of x is equals to 0 format, then good. We don't do anything with this. But if the given equation is not in the form of f of x is equals to 0, then we need to convert it. But this is given equation is already in the form of f of x is equals to 0. So no need to do any conversations, right? And they had also told that root lies near 1. Root lies near 1. So x naught is nothing but 1 and carry out 5 iterations. So after this, whatever equation is there, first thing is we have to convert it in the form of x equals to. So through these processes, what we have done here, x equals to 1 divided by 1 plus x square. That is nothing but our psi of x. So this is psi of x. So differentiate this psi of x, what we will get? Psi dash of x. So here I have differentiated the psi of x. So what I have got? Minus 2x divided by 1 plus x square whole square. Now after this, we need to check whether this the taken x naught value is right or wrong. So substitute in this psi dash of x. If we are getting the value which is less than 0 was less than 1, then the considered x naught value is right. Since we got here minus 0.5. So since it is absolute value, we have to omit the sign. So even if I omit the sign, then also this is less than 1 only. So I can take x naught as now 1. Now after this, when my x naught is 1, so I need to go on substituting the x value in the psi of x equation. So when I substituted here psi of x naught, I got this 0.5, and that is nothing but our first approximation of the root, that is x1. Similarly, we have to substitute that x1 value whatever we got in this, and then we will get the x2 value. Similarly, how many iterations they have told in the question, that is we have to carry out 5 iterations. So when I carried out 5 iterations, at the 5th iteration, what is the value of x we get? That is nothing but our approximate root value for that equation. Okay. Now I'll take another example on this. The say fifth example on this. Fifth example. Find the approximate root of the equation x cube plus x square minus 1 equals to 0 using iteration iteration method. corrected up to 4 decimal places. Corrected up to how many? Corrected up to 4 decimal places. See, here they have not told that you have to carry out 2 iterations, 3 iterations, nothing like that. What we need to do, we have to perform the finding out the value of x until we get the 4 decimal places, that is after the decimal point 4 digits as same. Until we get the 4 digits as same after the decimal point, we have to carry out this iterations. First thing is we have to check whether the given equation is in the form of f of x is equals to 0 or no. See here, the given equation is x cube plus x square minus 1. Is it in the f of x is equals to 0 format? Yes. The given equation now here is in the form of f of x is equals to 0 format. So no need to do any conversions. So check, have they given any root intervals here, or the root lies near something like that in the question? No, they have not given, right? So what we need to do, we need to find the interval values now. Okay. So given is f of x, that is x cube plus x square minus 1. We have to find the interval. So substitute 0 in this. That is 0 cube plus 0 square minus 1. 0 plus 0, 0, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Now next, f of 1. 1 cube plus 1 square minus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. See, since we got one negative value and one positive value, now I can multiply this f of 0 and f of 1. So f of 0 is minus 1, f of 1 is 1. So this is minus 1, which is less than 0. Right? So since this condition is satisfied here, so therefore what we can say? We can say that the root lies in the interval 0, 1. Okay, so therefore root lies in 0, 1. Therefore the root lies in 0, 1. Now after this, what we need to do? We have to find psi of x. That is nothing but this given equation. That is x cube plus x square minus 1 equals to 0. This given equation, we have to convert it in the form of x equal to, right? So I'll take this x square common. I'm left with x plus 1 minus 1 equals to 0. I can rearrange this. So bring this minus 1 on this side. X square x plus 1 equals to minus 1. Minus 1 will become here plus 1. Now next. So x square I'll keep here. 1 divided by x plus 1. This is square. So if you bring this on left side, what happens? X is equals to 1 divided by square root of 1 plus x. Okay, so therefore what we got, psi of x is nothing but 1 divided by square root of x plus 1. Now the next step, we have to differentiate this, right? So that is by differentiating psi of x, that is psi dash of x we should get. So now how do we get the psi dash of x? So what is the equation? That is 1 divided by square root of x plus 1. So we have to find the differentiation of this. Now can I write this square root of x as, it means what? 1 divided by x plus 1 to the power 1 divided by 2. Okay, so when I bring this term on the numerator, so what we will get there? 1 plus x, since this is plus 1 by 2, so if I bring it on the numerator, I will get there minus 1 divided by 2. Now you can see this is in the form of like x to the power n again. So if you differentiate, what we will get? N into x to the power n minus 1, right? So since here it is n is nothing but minus 1 by 2, that is minus 1 by 2, 1 plus x, n is nothing but minus 1 by 2 minus 1, right? So we have to write it in that form. N is minus 1 by 2, then 1 plus x minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay, so how much you will get? Minus 1 divided by 2, 1 plus x minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So that is minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. Since the denominator are not the same, I have to make this 1 as 2. So I need to multiply this complete term by 2. So what I will get? Minus 2 minus 1 divided by 2. That is nothing but minus 3 divided by 2. So since it's minus 3 divided by 2, so how can I write minus 1 by 2? 1 divided by x plus 1, 3 divided by 2. So when I bring this minus 3 divided by 2 here, it becomes x plus 1, 3 divided by 2. Okay, so what we got here, psi dash of x, that is minus 1 by 2, 1 divided by x plus 1 to the power 3 divided by 2. Now, whatever interval values we have found out, we need to substitute those values and check whether the interval values are right or no. So that is the interval value is 0, 1. So I'll put here 0.1 in this. Okay, so let's put the 0.1 in this, that is minus 1 divided by 2 into 1 divided by 0.1 plus 1 to the power 3 divided by 2. So that is what we got here. If I put 0.1, I'm getting here 0.43, and which is less than 1. Similarly, if I put there 0.9, say minus 1 divided by 2 into 1 divided by x value is I taken 0.9 plus 1 to the power 3 divided by 2. See, since we are getting here minus 0.1, 0.1 something, in the sense it's nothing but this is still less than 1 only, right? So even if you put any value from that range, that is 0 to 1, you will get a value which is less than 1. So therefore, we can say that this condition for given set of values, that is in the interval 0, 1, is satisfying. Okay. So let for me, for this problem, I'll consider x naught as 0.7. We can consider any value from this range. So for this problem, as of now, I'm considering the x naught value as 0.7. Okay. Now to find the values of x, next x values x1, x2, that is what we need to do now. We have to consider psi of x, not the psi dash of x. Okay. So psi of x, what is psi of x? That is 1 divided by square root of x plus 1. Now we know already x naught, that is 0.7. Next what we need to do, we need to find out x1. Okay, so x1 is nothing but psi of x naught. Psi of x naught is nothing but 1 divided by square root of x naught plus 1. So 1 divided by x naught is 0.7 plus 1. Square root of 0.7 plus 1. So just do this calculation. So 1 divided by square root of 0.7 plus 1. That is what we got, 0.7669. 0.7669 is x1 value. Similarly, find out the x2 value, that is psi of x1. 1 divided by square root of x1 plus 1. So 1 divided by x1 value, what we have found out in the previous iteration, square root of 0.7669 plus 1. Okay, so find the value of this. Just substitute in the calculator 1 divided by square root of 0.7669 plus 1. How much we get? 0.7523. 0.7523. This is our x2 value. We have to carry out the process of finding the value of x until we get the 4 decimal places as same. Now here how many decimal places are same? See, after decimal we have 7, here also 7, but here we have 6, but here we have 5. So only one decimal place is same after the decimal point. So we can't stop here, we need to perform the iterations now still. Now x3, that is psi of x2, right? So 1 divided by square root of x2 plus 1. 1 divided by square root of x2 plus 1. What is x2 value we have found out? 1 divided by square root of 0.7523 plus 1. So just take the calculator and do 1 divided by square root of 0.7523 plus square root of complete 0.7523 plus 1. That is 0.7554. That is 0.7554. Okay. Similarly, for the next iteration, here we can check again only 2 digits after the decimal points are same. We need to continue this until we get 4 decimal places are same, right? Now x4 is psi of x3, that is 1 divided by square root of x3 plus 1. So 1 divided by x3 is 0.7554 plus 1. 1 divided by square root of 0.7554 plus 1, that is 0.7548. 0.7548. Okay, now see, still only two digits after the decimal point are same. So still we have not got the four digits as same, right? So again we have to go for the next iteration. Psi of x4. So 1 divided by square root of x4 plus 1. So 1 divided by x4, what we have got? Square root of 0.7548 plus 1. So 1 divided by square root of 0.7548 plus 1, that is 0.75489. 0.75489. 0.75489. Now next, one more iterations I'll do. Psi of x5, 1 divided by square root of x5 plus 1, 1 by 0.75489 plus 1. So 1 divided by square root of 0.75489. So again what we got, 0.7548, 0.75487, right? So you can observe here, even not only 3, even after if I carry out the next iteration, then also what I got here, then also I got the same value, that is after decimal point 7548 is there, here also after decimal point 7548, even here also we have got the same. So you can see this, after this decimal we have 4 digits as same value. So at this point I need to stop iterating through the steps, and I need to declare here the answer after 6 iterations, and the root value which is corrected to 4 decimal places. The corrected to 4 decimal places. See, this is decimal point, right? So after decimal, 4 digits has to be same. 7 is 7 same, 5 5 same, 4 4 7 8 8 are same. Okay, so therefore the root value, the approximate root value corrected up to corrected up to 4 decimal places is 0.7548. Okay, so this is how we calculate the root value using the iteration method. So once again I'll brief here what I have done in this. So when equation is given, let's check, is it in the form of f of x is equals to 0? Yes, it is in the form of f of x is equals to 0. So no need to do any conversions. Next, we need to check whether they have given any interval values or near value which is equals to some 1, 2, nothing, anything like that. No, they have not given, right? So if not given, then we need to find the interval values. So after finding the interval values, what we have got here, that is 0 and 1. Since this 0 and 1, when I substituted, I got that this satisfied the condition. So I can say the root lies in 0 comma 1. Now next thing is we have to convert the given equation in the form of x equals to, because we have to get the psi of x. So when I converted this, I got x equal to 1 by square root of x plus 1, that is nothing but my psi of x. Now when we have psi of x, we need to find the differentiation of this. So this is what the procedure I have followed, and we have got the psi dash of x. So this psi dash of x is just to check whether the equation, okay, whether the interval values we have considered are right or wrong. So what is the condition to check the equations or the intervals are right or wrong? That is, we need to take any values from that interval, any values you can take. So any values you can take and substitute in this psi dash of x, you should get a value which is less than 1. You should get a value which is less than 1. So now I tried for the different values. So when I substituted, I got all the values which is less than 1. So I have chosen here x naught value as 0.7. So now I have chosen x naught as 0.7, and we have to substitute in this psi of x. So what is our psi of x? 1 divided by square root of x plus 1 is psi of x. This x naught value we have to substitute in this. Okay. So that is x1. If I want to find out, I need to find psi of x naught. So when I substituted this x naught value in this, so we have got here 0.7669. This is x1 value. Now the next iteration of x, the next approximate root value for the x, if I want, then what I need to do? I need to take x2 equal to psi of x1. So when we have substituted this psi of x1, so what we have got there? There we have got 0.7523. Now after this, if I want x3, that is the next approximate root value. So this we have to substitute this x2 in this psi of x. So when we have substituted this x2, we have got 0.7554. Now still the decimal places, digits after the decimal place, 4 digits has to be same, right? Still only 2 digits are same. Again, I need to go for the next iteration. So x4, if I substitute x, if I want x4, then I need to substitute their x3 value. When I substituted the x3 value, I have got this. Similarly for x5, x6, until we get the 4 digits as same, we need to carry out this. All right. So another example I'll be solving in the next video.